Malcolm Turnbull has finally declared his support for reduced Sunday penalty rates, but the Prime Minister branded Bill Shorten a liar for trying to create the impression the rate cut had been Mr Turnbull's idea. Leah Craven explains.
Slashing the pay of Sunday workers has been an issue the Prime Minister's unwilling to own. For weeks, he's deflected questions, repeatedly pointing out,
this was not a decision of the government. Remember, this was not a decision of the government. This was an independent, carefully considered decision of the independent umpire.
But today, Malcolm Turnbull finally gave the Fair Work Commission's ruling his full support.
We do support it, Neil, and I've been very clear about that.
What's the point of being Prime Minister if you're never going to stand up for workers?
Labor plans to keep up the attack until the next federal election. Last night, it released a fresh round of robocalls, insinuating the penalty rate cut was the Prime Minister's personal decision.
Malcolm Turnbull's cuts to penalty rates will risk 700,000 workers losing up to $77
He's lying there, but Shorten has no regard for the truth.
Certain he's on to a winning formula, the opposition leader stubbornly dug his heels in.
Mr Turnbull chooses to vote against legislation to stop the cuts. By his action, he adopts the cuts. They're his cuts.
Parliament resumes next week. It's the last sitting period until the budget. Under pressure on several fronts, the Prime Minister needs to present a unified team.
How's Tony Abbott? Is he your mate now?
Well, he's a colleague. I've known him for well over 30 years, I think.
Are you talking at the moment?
Yeah, of course, from time to time, yeah.
That may be the public line, but at the funeral of News Limited cartoonist Bill Leak this afternoon, the former Prime Minister seemingly snubbed him. Leah Craven, 10 Eyewitness News.